so pretty.
Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Liam of GL9001. I am joined by...
LOZ Disney Girl.
And we are back after about a week. I mean, we did Skyward Sword, but we're back to this game. We are back
after about a week.
After about a week. Back to If My Heart Had Wings. I mean, if there was any episode where it was okay to take a week break, it was the last episode. So, I'm all
Honestly,
good with it.
true.
I'm all good with that. Like, I've been binge watching romance anime for like this past week, so, and most of them actually, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is the cutest romance story in anime or visual novels. Like, still haven't found anything that could top it. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen My Love Story, so that might, but you know what? We're not getting into that. Let's just play the game. Okay. Got to the 4th page of save slots. Anyways, I heard Hibari's voice and pushed Kotori's wheelchair over to the entrance to meet her.
Hibari! And also...
Hang on, I never actually turned her voice off again. Wait, who the hell? Okay.
Oh, is that her dad?
I'm guessing so. Sorry, any, like, older than, like, college male that we've seen has been Tobioko, so. A middle-aged man was standing behind Hibari. He was dressed in a gray suit and had a gentlemanly air around him. Thank God.
Dad?
Kotori.
Apparently his name is Takao. I probably butchered that. Upon seeing Kotori, her father looked like he was going to cry. But he's a gentleman wearing a suit. His expression only showed emotion for an instant, and then he changed to a classy smile.
Genki datta kai?
As you can see...
Then her father looked at me.
こちらの方が
トビウオソウの寮母をしている水瀬さんよ。
It's nice to meet you. My name is Minase.
はじめまして。小鳥の父の羽根隆夫です。
Takao.
随分お若いようですが。
That's his name. That's how it's pronounced. Yes, I'm still a student. My mother manages this property, and I'm just working part-time.
He's a wonderful dorm mother. Wouldn't you say so, Hibari?
And an even better boyfriend.
お料理も上手だし、しっかりしていて、とても信頼できる方だわ。
I will make myself worthy. As both of his daughters had said such things, Kotori's father looked at me approvingly. While I held my head high, I felt a bit nervous. I felt a bit insecure. While everyone said how responsible I was, when seen by an adult, I must have looked like just a child.
いつも娘がお世話になっています。
After saying this, he extended his hand for me to shake it.
これからもどうぞ娘のことをよろしくお願いします。
Yes, 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 yes!
Oh no, I will.
Thank you as well. After the greetings ended, the remaining dorm students and Ageha came to see Kotori off.
こちらが寮生の皆さんですか。
Plus one. Yes.
Yes, they're all my friends. These are Kana, Asa, and Yoru.
Kanako.
どうも、しぐれかなこです。
Nice to meet you. I'm Asa Kazato.
妹の夜です。
I keep forgetting that Asa's the older one. After being greeted, Kotori's father bowed his head politely. Even when speaking with kids the same age as his daughter, he never forgets to express his gratitude.
Next, this is Agea.
ああ、電話で話していた小鳥の大親友だという。
Kotori's father, appearing moved, extended his hand for Ageha to shake it.
Hello, I'm Agea Himegi.
娘からお話は伺っています。
I wonder what she said about me.
Kotori's father looked at everyone, who had lined up, and relaxed his expression, looking relieved. He must have been concerned about how his handicapped daughter was getting along in the dorms. To tell the truth, we had got Nagaha to come in the morning on purpose. Kotori had wanted to introduce her best friend to her father so that he'd feel relieved. It seemed that her experiment was a success.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I sneezed so hard my headset fell off.
Next, a duck came waddling in, shaking his bottom.
As they do.
Come here, Hattie, I'll introduce you.
Wah wah.
Hattie flapped his wings and rested on Kotori's knee.
This is Hattie. He's my oldest friend here.
この子が可愛いアヒルじゃないか。
Wow, he is just rolling with it.
記録した。
Asa and Yoru, while I'm gone, please take care of Hattie. Leave it to us. Be nice to us, Hattie.
わわ。
Yeah,
He's so cute.
he really is.
それじゃあそろそろ行きましょうか。
そうだな。あまり長いしてお邪魔になってもいけない。
Ivari pushes Kotori's wheelchair.
See you, everyone. See you, Aoi.
Thanks for putting me on the spot.
See you later, Katori.
Please have a relaxing time at home. Kotori got into her father's car and went home. Sadness. I mean, I know we were pushing for her to do this, but still, sadness. We met at the dock as usual after Kotori left.
記録した。
We have to resolve the problems that were found yesterday, and to be safe, check each part to ensure there was no damage. Ageha is in charge of maintenance. Ageha went with me to the runway, got guidance on the spot directly from people who had qualifications, and helped with maintenance.
There are no obvious scratches on the surface of the airframe. There are no problems with the parts either. Amani's design was great.
Depending on the design, sometimes too much weight can be placed on a certain area. Parts can bend, or damage can occur. Yoru is staring intently at the assembled airframe. What's wrong, Yoru?
昨日のテストフライトを見てて思ったの。綺麗な機体だなって。
Join the Soaring Club.
デザインって不思議よね。機能性を追求していった先に最も美しいものがあるんだから。
I guess that's how it works. This glider is a mass of functional beauty. There is meaning to every curve. There isn't even a portion of it that was designed a certain way because it looks nice.
Oh, there's a little duck at the front.
Aww! Oh, okay, that must have been designed because it looked nice. Whatever. That's a decal. Speaking of which, bicycles are like that too. Bicycles, which are built purely for speed, are extremely attractive in appearance.
This glider has a mysterious shape to it, huh? It's the first time I've seen one where the wings go forward.
Asa pointed to the wings and said this. The wings of the revised model jut forward a bit from where they are attached to the body.
Normally, aren't the wings of airplanes facing behind?
Asa acted like her hands were wings, spread them out behind her, and demonstrated. Oh my god! Ooh, I'm gonna die of cuteness overload.
記録した。
Excuse me. I'm actually dying.
Ah, you mean sweet bat wings? Sweet bat wings? Sweetback wings? They're wings that spread out pointing diagonally and backward from the point of attachment. That's a design meant for flying at supersonic speeds. That's why it's normal for jets and such to have sweetback wings.
Whether they're passenger planes or fighter planes, the majority of airplanes that we normally see on TV are jets.
Oh.
Small propeller planes don't have wings that point diagonally and backwards. They're spread out to the sides, right? Our old model wings were that way too.
Makes the shape different. Sweetback wings have less lifting power. If there's a jet engine inside, a plane can still fly without any problems, but that's not the case for a glider.
That's why it's normal for the wings to stretch out to the sides, but this glider's wings are pointed forward. Wings like this are called sweep-forward wings, obviously.
Sweep forward wings.
If you divide the wing shape further, there are still a few more types, and there are some that are unclassifiable. They are designed to go along with the objective for each plane.
So our glider's wings are being sweep forward wings. There's an objective for that too, right?
Yes, that's right.
Well, rather than saying objective, maybe it's more accurate to say there's a merit in this case.
Ageha began her explanation.
Biggest reason deals with the center of gravity, and the portion that will become the center of the lifting power. This glider has 2 seats, so we have limited choices in terms of where to attach the wings.
In the instance of this airframe, the wings are attached to the sides of the body, but the cockpit is also inside the body. In the case of 2-seaters, the space made up of the cockpit doubles. For that reason, the point of attachment for the wings became limited. Oh, shit. Oh, no, that's fine. Why do I keep thinking I skip a line? That's where the sweep forward wings come in. Wait, did I? Oh, I did skip a line.
Skip the further.
Yeah. Further, since the cockpit and the numbers of passengers doubles, the center of gravity shifts forward by a large amount. That's where the sweep forward wings come in.
Look at this, Asa.
Ageha draws a diagram of the old wings as seen from above, and puts a point in the center. It is just about in the center of the base for the wings.
This point is the center of the lifting power that is generated by the wings. It's like an invisible thread is hung from here and the plane is flying.
It's not
If I could speak English.
Yeah, I've been having that problem too. It's not really such a simple matter, but as Ageha was trying to explain it in an easy to understand way, she was simplifying quite a bit.
If the front is heavy and the center of gravity shifts forward, what do you think will happen? The nose will descend, right? Alright, how about now?
Oh, I see. No, I get it. This time, she draws a diagram of the revised model, sweep forward wings, drawing a line along the center of the wings and creating a triangle shape. In the center of that, she drew another point. That point was further forward than in the previous examples. That means that the center of the lifting power had shifted forward.
Oh my gosh, there's a duck on the back too.
Now there's balance, so maybe the front won't descend. So while sweep forward wings are attached toward the back of the body, the point at which lifting power occurs can be brought to the front.
It is also necessary to consider instances where there is one passenger. These wings reduce the shift of the center of gravity as much as possible and have a role in maintaining balance. This means that the wings are optimized for gliders with multiple passengers.
It's actually more complicated than that, but that's pretty much the simple version of the story.
As long as it's not pausing.
I understand. That's why you took the time to rebuild the wings.
It looked like a strange shape, but there is meaning behind everything.
Wow, that's amazing. There was a reason for the wing shape, too.
With an admiring expression, Asa gazed upon the wings that she had a role in building.
He's having no idea about all that.
でもメリットばかりじゃないはずよ。
Yoru suddenly cut in. What do you mean?
例えば前進力はロール安定性を低下させるわ。テストの時感覚がピーキーになってるって言ってたけど、そこにも原因があるんじゃないの？
When gliders are flying, they are always subject to the unstable atmosphere. Wind blows from lots of different directions, and sometimes strong crosswinds blow in too. But gliders have a quality where, even if they are rocked to the sides, they immediately try to make the wings level again. That is called roll stability. Actually, sweep forward wings have the property of reducing roll stability. However,
Of course, that has been taken into consideration. The This is known as a dihedral angle.
Angle.
Dihedral?
Looking at wings from the front, they're curved slightly upwards, right? This is called a dihedral angle. Adding a dihedral angle acts to preserve the roll stability to some extent.
The rest depends on the skill of the pilot.
Me! For airframes that lack roll stability, the reaction to ailerons is... We already know what ailerons is fast, and is quite apparent.
そうね。
Yoru nodded as though she was convinced. Actually, it was as though she had been convinced the whole time. She probably understood it and just wanted to say something. Perhaps she just wanted to test us. But you're amazing, Yoru.
何がですか?
Even though you're not an official member, you're really well versed in this stuff. Ageha and I had looked at the blueprint for the revised model and studied, but this couldn't have been the case with Yoru.
別に。姉さんが乗るかもしれないものだから、ちょっと調べてみただけです。
It's amazing, Yoru. Teach me after, okay?
No. Oh, wow. She's actually being nice to her sister. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's her sister. It's really important to learn about function.
The sister
That's
that
the case whether you're...
The sister that she stole panties from.
Well, just ignore that. That's the case whether you're going to fly or do maintenance.
If one understands the principles of flight and the function of each part, it's possible to handle the situation when something arises. For example, even if one wing fractures in the middle, it's possible to perform feats such as flying while maintaining balance with the ailerons.
Oh, goodness. Alright, let's call it a day for our study meeting. Let's get started on the work. We have to surprise Katori!
This is it! We plan to finish work on Katori's cockpit before she returned from her home.
Aww. You help too, okay, Ollie? I'm sure this will be a great present for her.
Alright. I was looking forward to seeing Katori's overjoyed face. The production of Katori's cockpit was proceeding nicely. It was not all that complicated. Putting it simply, we were just making it so that the rudder pedal could be operated by hand. If there was going to be a problem, it would probably have been the layout inside the cockpit, or the operability. But we have Amani's blueprint, so everything has been resolved. Thinking about making the wings of the glider, this was simple work. It was my first time to fly alone, but the sensation of controlling the glider was different.
Both the weight and the center of gravity changed, so yeah.
During the day today, I did a test flight. I had just returned from the runway.
Shall we take a break and then do the work on the cockpit?
We can only do tests when it's light outside. We fly during the day, and then from evening, we return to the dock and do production work on Katori's cockpit. It was a rather difficult schedule. Should we eat here again today? We have a portable gas stove in the office. Since we also had electricity, it was possible to do simple cooking.
It's almost like we're camping!
This is what you wanted, Asa. Asa was strangely excited. Well, yeah, this is what she wanted earlier. What shall we do for a side dish? Does anyone have a request?
I'm fine with anything.
魚料理が食べたいわ。
I want, Chinese food.
私はハンバーグがいい。
Hambagu. Fish? Fish for Yoru, Chinese food for Asa, Hambagu for Amane. Amane? Oh yeah, she's here. Amane was at the office desk and was working away at the computer.
やあみんな、おかえり。
Don't enter our conversations so naturally! I was surprised to suddenly hear from her.
What are you doing here this time?
学校に用事があったついでに覗きに来たら誰もいなくて、ここで仕事しながら待ってたんだ。
Amane sometimes comes here to do work. She says it's because she can focus on her work, and there are no loud people around, and she doesn't get phone calls or emails when she's here. Why didn't you call us?
ラボに置いてきた。だってあれうるさいんだ。
She is literally all phones are evil incarnate. What to do with this person? She was saying she had something to do at school, but surely the lab was annoying, so she left and came here.
あれ、小鳥はいないのか？
Yes! Oh, Katori's at home right now.
そうなのか。 なんだ、せっかく会えると思ったのに。
Well, I'm going to go buy the ingredients.
I'll go too.
じゃあ私も。
Anyway, we were going to buy stuff for dinner. Guess we're hanging out with the twins. Never mind, they're not going to show anything. Oh, maybe they will. I don't know.
And that's how it is.
ほぼ設計の通りにいったか。みんなの加工技術がしっかりしてるおかげだな。
Not at all. It's thanks to you, Amane.
While eating okay, yeah, they skipped it.
Darn.
While eating dinner, Ageha announced the results of the test flight of the revised glider to Amane. While eating a Chinese-style hambagu with fish. Wow, they literally just combined everything.
You know, if it works, it works.
A Chinese-style hambagu with fish. Also, I'm not gonna call it a Hamburg steak. No way. But from flying it, I can tell that the functionality has improved. The stability while it's flying is totally different.
葵くんが上手になったからじゃないのか？
That might be part of it, but it's not everything. Thanks for the ego boost, Amane.
We did a few adjustments, but
When Ageha and Amane began to talk, when Ageha and Amane begin to talk, usually no one else can follow. That's why I finished the crucial announcements and returned to my meal.
空の上でそんなことが。
that's right. I was surprised too.
Wait,
気楽して。
are they talking about an accident or the confession?
それで
Probably a
どうなったの？
confession.
Yep.
Of course, everything went
Yeah.
well. Just I thought they were really compatible with each other.
なるほど。ということは、葵くんと小鳥は今熱々だと。
Uh-oh, the music stopped. She's jealous.
Why would she be jealous?
Because she's a rout. Hold up! What are you talking about over there?
テストフライトの話だわ。
Maybe I'm just reading too much into it.
Yeah, just about the test flight.
I don't think so. What you said just now is totally different.
葵くんがテストフライトの最中に小鳥に告白したんだろ？なかなかロマンチックじゃないか。空の上の告白なんて。
No, that was...
Wasn't it great, Asa?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it goes without saying that it was amazing. It was like a scene from a drama.
改めて思い返すと、少々わざとらしくもあるけど。悪
Oh, shit.
Back on the ground, we were listening with bated breath.
Don't listen in on that. I wish they told me that the radio was still on. But, at the same time, it wouldn't have been great to be told that while I was in the middle of confessing my love. Blah.
うまくいってよかったな、葵くん。でも、ちょっと意外だぞ。
What's so surprising?
いや、てっきり、もうずっと昔から二人はそういう関係なのだと思っていた。
Me too. Sometimes I had some doubt, like you two were actually dating, but keeping it a secret from everyone. I mean, you got along so well. When he would comb Katori's hair and stuff like that, I would watch and my heart would pound.
Alright already, I got it. So just let it be. I'm so embarrassed I could die. I just turned away from everyone and ate my dinner.
よかったな。
Amane looked Amane looked a little bit happy while she ate her hambagu. After all that, our meal ended and we were going to get back to work. But before that,
それじゃあ、私はそろそろ帰るよ。
Amane, who had finished her dinner, picked up her helmet and key, which had been lying on the desk. Wait, she's using a motorcycle?
Huh? Or a moped.
Either
Mopeds
way,
are really-
someone as clumsy as her. Okay, that's an accident waiting to happen.
Hmm?
Amane, what is that?
これか？原付の免許を取ったんだ。
Yeah, scooter.
ここに来るのにあると便利だからな。
You drive a scooter, Amane?
うん、そうだぞ。高くなければ平気だぞ。
Yeah, because you keep crashing them, I assume.
it takes a moment to be careful, but injuries last a lifetime. Be careful not to get in an accident, okay?
してみんな同じことを言う
Because you are Amane Mochizuki.
You're an accident waiting to happen.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amane mutters this while preparing to go home.
ああそうだ
Amane remembers something and went back to the office computer. Everyone is curious and gathers in front of the monitor.
シミュレーターをバージョンアップしてみたから適当に使ってくれ
Whoa!
Did something change?
データを改良機のものに直しておいた
Amane says this while making a face that says, "Shouldn't that be obvious?"
さっき暇だったからやっておいた前からやろうと思ってたんだ
What? You did this while we were waiting?
Amane,
Well, you were waiting?
Amane nods in puzzlement. She's a rather eccentric person.
ついでに敵グ
I
レ
mean,
ーダ
that's
ー
already
と
been
ドッ
said.
グファイトを展開するシューティングモードもつけてみた
What? What? Why do we need to battle other gliders?
Why not?
Why? Yes, let's turn this sim into a video game.
Yeah.
So who is in this enemy glider? A dogfight in a glider doesn't seem so cool. Just play Wii Sports Resort. Come on.
Mr. Tobioka and the
Yes,
like
please.
a robot glider, and he's dressed up like Dr. Robotnik or
青
something.
くんご飯ごちそうさま
Wow, that was many series combined.
Oh.
Amane, please be careful when you go home.
君こそ小鳥と仲良くするんだぞ
Amane, who had appeared suddenly, made a cheerful face and then left.
With this, we can do training with the simulation even on days where we can't fly.
Yeah, Kotori can too. With a thud, I plunked down on my bed. I had returned from the secret base. I have returned from the secret base and have taken my bath. It's almost midnight. Today had been a hard day, with the test flight starting from the morning. I'm so tired. While laying on my bed, I reached my hand out to the picture frame that was standing on my desk. Aw. Kotori, I wonder what you're doing. In the picture, Kotori had a triumphant look on her face. She's so cute. Kotori's face in that picture is so cute that my chest begins to hurt. This is the first time to be away from her for so long. She was always near me from the day I met her. Even on days where we fought and weren't talking, excuse me. We were under the same roof, and were able to see each other's faces in one way or another. Even if I wasn't able to see her directly, I could sense her presence. Even more than being a friend or lover, she was like family to me. I want her to come back soon. Rather, I wonder if she'll come back. As Kotori had said, her father was doting, and he may not let her return. No, that couldn't possibly. I mean, she said that Hibari would take her back, even if she had to abduct her.
I mean, her dad seemed happy with her friends there, so...
I returned the picture frame to the desk and took my cell phone into my hands. There were no calls from her in my history. I hadn't gotten any emails from her either. I want to hear at least her voice, but,
記録した
I haven't really spoken to Kotori on the phone before. Well, you haven't needed to! The reason is that we are in the same class, the same club, and live in the same dorm, so it's rarely necessary. I've never called her just to talk with her. But I want to hear her voice. Wait a second. This is her first time to be alone with her family in some time. I can't intrude on that. She'll come back the day after tomorrow in any case. Then we'll be able to talk as much as we want. So I have to resist. Resist. My phone rang! Kotori Habane. That is written on the display. Hey! Hello?
Hello?
Kotori, what's wrong?
What's up with you, Aoi? You answered with so much energy.
No, that's nothing. Don't worry about it. The phone had rung as though the call had been arranged beforehand, so I'd answered in kind of a strange way. Took a deep breath and calmed my heart. What's wrong? Oh!
Before going to sleep, I wanted to hear your voice for a bit.
Oh my god! Kotori spoke like she was embarrassed. Even though I'm just hearing her through the phone, I can imagine her cheeks brightening like a just ripened apple, and her gaze shifting out of embarrassment as she talks. Don't worry, the players
Are
will
you
be able to
busy
see
now?
it. The players will be able to see that. Not at all. I wanted to hear your voice too.
Oh, I'm glad. No.
How are things with you? You haven't been home for a while, right?
Yeah, I'm having fun. My mom and dad are really nice. So nice that it makes me kind of uncomfortable.
They haven't seen their daughter in a while, so they're happy, but maybe a bit flustered. And also, Kotori had first said that she wouldn't go home, but then suddenly said that she would. Her parents probably had no idea what had happened.
I made dinner for them today. Do you remember when I made dinner with you and Ageha? We boiled chicken and tomatoes together.
God, stop! Oh, something. I know
Basque style
I know-
chicken stew.
I thought you said it wasn't pronounced Basque.
It's supposed to be bisque,
Oh,
but that
okay.
apparently it's trademarked, so it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Basque style chicken stew. Yes, copyright avoidance.
Yeah, that! My mom and dad were so surprised. When I was living at home, I didn't cook at all. They complimented me, saying how great it was.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. That was when Kotori and I weren't calling each other by our first names yet. We're incorrect. That was when she wasn't calling you by any name. Only Kotori.
Other than Big Meanie.
Only Kotori didn't have or like you or something. Only Kotori didn't have a dorm duty. That mean boy. So I wanted to give her a role. I made her come, and we made everyone's dinner. As everyone liked it, Kotori slowly began to open up to the other dorm students, and everyone recognized me as the dorm mother. We have already established this!
Yes, we've spent, what, over 12 hours with you people, so
Yes.
stop.
No regrets.
I wanted to show my mom and dad that I'm doing my best while living in the dorms at Flying Fish Manor. I wanted them to think that something came out of me leaving home.
Yeah, why has this not gotten an anime adaptation? I would watch the heck out of that.
Yo, same.
Only if it took the Kotori route, though.
True.
Sounds like you succeeded. I mean, they complimented you, right?
Yeah, they said it was delicious. I gave my mom the recipe.
I imagined mother and daughter standing in the kitchen and cooking together, and a pleasant mood came over me.
Come tomorrow, my mom's going to teach me to cook, so when I go back to the dorms, I'll make something for you.
The taste of food from the Habane household. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I think what you should have said is you're looking forward to her cooking. I'm sure it will be things Kotori likes to eat. I am really looking forward to it.
What have you been doing, Aoi?
Waiting for you to come back.
What are you doing? I'm gone.
Wait for you to come back. Okay, you do know that meme.
Yeah, everyone knows that meme.
The same stuff as always. Today, we did tests from the morning, and after that, well, lots of things. Speaking of which, Amane came. She said she got a license to drive a scooter. Unfortunately.
Whoa, Amani's going to drive a scooter? I hope she's okay.
Kotori had the same reaction too. After that, I told Kotori about the silly things that had happened when she'd been gone. Kotori also told me about the silly things that had happened in her house. I'm sure if other people heard, they wouldn't care about the content, but we talked enthusiastically, and before we knew it, it was considerably past midnight. That is how you do it!
I have to get sleep. I'm waking up early tomorrow.
Do you have something to do?
My dad is going to take me to Ueno Zoo. They have pandas there.
Oh, that sounds nice. Take some pictures, okay?
Sure, I'll get pictures of tigers, lions, and crocodiles too.
And bears, oh my. Why is she focusing on carnivores?
Could she use one? I don't know.
Alright. Good night. He thinks but doesn't say for some reason. We couldn't say those words. I miss you. My real feelings suddenly leaked out.
I miss you too, Aoi.
I have to be patient for 2 more days. That's why I was thinking I shouldn't intrude on Katori when she's alone with her family.
This is the first time for us to be apart like this, right?
Huh? Yeah.
I didn't know I'd feel so lonely when you were away. I always think about you when I'm going to sleep, Allie.
Me too. I always sleep after looking at the pictures we all took together. I could sense Katori's embarrassed laughter on the other end. Oh!
Spending time apart, I really realized I love you so much.
I shouldn't be screaming.
No, we're all screaming. It's fine. Okay. Also, I thank the creators for having them say the "I love you" instead of "I like you" because they always say the "I like you" and
yeah.
it's like no. Like is a lot different than love.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did both.
Yeah, they did both, but like when you say "I love you," that like means way different than "I like you."
To be fair, most people, even in the West, don't say "I love you" immediately after getting together or while confessing that they like a person.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's something I guess you say a little.
It's like a couple
After,
months at
but, like,
least.
Yeah, but like it's after a little while when you realize, oh hey, I want this person in my life all the time.
Yeah, I mean they've been friends for long enough that I guess it's okay for them, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, if for people who hadn't been friends as long, like dropping the L word that early, like no.
Yeah.
Anyways, did you
Thinking that way,
Okay, no.
maybe it wasn't so bad to come here. I was able to confirm my feelings.
Tori, I like you too. I love you. Oh.
yeah.
On the other end, Katori laughed timidly.
All right, now I'll go to sleep.
I'm just imagining like them saying, "Aishiteru." Okay, I'll sleep too. Enjoy the pandas, okay? Good night, Katori.
Good night, Ollie.
Okay, my family is gonna be like, what is going on? The conversation ended. She kissed me. It's not like I almost made out with her on our first day of being together, but whatever. She kissed me. My face feels hot. Darn it, why'd she kiss me? I can't sleep now. I squirmed around on my bed.
It's
all-
nice to know boys act that way too.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Is she back home? Is she back home? Did we skip 2 days? Is she back home? Or is that Tatsuya?
Quack. Quack, quack.
What's wrong, Hattie? Do you feel full?
Hattie, who had been eating his food, suddenly started making a commotion. He ignored his food and started flapping around the cafeteria.
Oh, Hattie!
What's with him? Oh, she's coming back a day early, if I'm predicting this correctly.
記録した
It wasn't like that glutton to just leave his food, because they're not expecting her.
No.
It couldn't be. I ran for the entrance, trailing a bit behind Hattie. Standing there was...
Hey! Were you a good boy?
Katori gathered Hattie onto her lap and stroked his back. Katori!
Ollie.
Katori looked at me and then timidly averted her gaze. I couldn't take my eyes off of Katori. Even though we'd only been apart for a few days, it felt like much longer. Welcome back, Katori.
Thanks, Allie.
Her bashful smile was overwhelmingly cute.
Oh, I can't stop smiling. My cheeks hurt. Okay.
This is for Aya, and this is for Amani, and here it is. These are for Asa and Yoru.
Katori distributes the souvenirs she brought back. Of course.
Panda cookies!
かわいい
Yeah.
おお、ワニのスリッパだ。かっこいい。ありがとう。
Took lots of pictures too.
Katori spreads the pictures she took out on the table.
Here's a tiger, and then a crocodile. And look at this! That's Hattie's friends!
Asa and the others looked at the pictures excitedly. I wish they had actually drawn them.
I know, right?
Or at least the one with Hattie's friends. Here you are, Hibari. I gave some cold barley tea to Hibari, who was sitting a distance away.
いただきます。今日も暑いからたくさん汗かいて。
Itadakimasu! Katori's father had work again, starting today. It seemed that he tearfully gave up the role of taking his daughter back and left it to Hibari. How was your home?
父も母もすごく喜んでいました。小鳥ちゃんが帰ってきてくれて。
Katori, who is excitedly talking about the zoo pictures she laid out, narrows her eyes and stares at Hibari.
まるで昔に戻ったみたいで。
Buttercup, no, get off.
Then, she was overcome with emotion and began to cry. You okay, Hibari?
ごめんなさい。つい嬉しくて。
I quietly handed her a tissue.
これもトビウオソの皆さんのおかげだと両親も感謝していました。小鳥ちゃんが帰るって言ってくれたのは水瀬さんのおかげなんですよね。
Me? No, I didn't really...
小鳥ちゃんがそう言ってましたよ。
I see. I want you to say more things like that. It's not weird for you to say things like that. I probably just guided her a little bit. It seems like she wanted to go home for a while. It's just that she didn't have I don't know that word.
Impetus?
Yeah, never heard of it. Never heard of that word. While I'm saying that, Hibari looks at me with kindness in her eyes. Hibari?
帰りの車の中で小鳥ちゃんから聞きました。今お付き合いなさってるんですよね。
Yes! Yes, I have the honor of dating Katori.
そう。小鳥ちゃんに彼氏が。
Oh, this girl, it's so bad! Ah!
She's moved to tears again. However, her tears
Ah!
don't seem to be only those of happiness. Here you go.
ありがとう。
Hibari takes the tissue I hand her, blows her nose, and wipes her tears away.
小
Ah!
鳥ちゃんのことよろしくお願いしますね。
He approves! Hibari, don't you have to go to work?
Katori looks at the clock and calls over to Hibari.
いいの。もう十分遅刻だから。
That's not quite how it works! Yeah, Katori has the right
Matter,
idea.
hurry up!
でももうちょっと小鳥ちゃんと一緒にいたいし。
Look, he can come back whenever!
You can't, you have to go! I'll set Hattie on you!
それだけは許して。
Hibari stood up in a hurry.
じゃあお姉ちゃんもう行くわね。小鳥ちゃんちゃんといい子にしてるのよ。
Alright.
それから
Glance. Hibari looked at me.
お付き合いは清く正しく美しくよ。
Katori's face went red. Ha!
Hattie!
わが
You deserve that! Hibari left as soon as though she was being chased out, which she was.
She was.
Katori!
It's fine, it's fine. If I don't do something like that, she'll just stick around here until we eat lunch. But more importantly, I'm hungry. What do we have?
Wait a second, I'll make something. I opened the fridge and surveyed the leftovers. Didn't she say she'd cook? I wanted to try that.
記録した。
Welcome back, Katori.
I wanted to try that virtual food. Aww.
Aga, how have you been?
As soon as they met at the secret base, they took on beaming expressions. If Katori hadn't been in a wheelchair, perhaps they would have hugged.
おお、小鳥だ。
Amane, who had been facing the computer and typing away, lifted her head after a delay. Wait, please tell me we got that cockpit done.
Hope so. Oh, Amani's here too. You haven't been in an accident, have you?
そんなのあったりしないぞ。私はちゃんと免許も持ってるんだ
Yeah,
から
how the hell did she get a license?
Mm. Being complacent like that would lead to an accident. It's better for you to be a little afraid.
わかった。
After meeting Amane after a while, Tori suddenly began to lecture her. The impudent side of hers is cute too. Okay, I need to go get some water.
気楽した。
Ow!
You okay?
Yeah, I hit my hand.
Alright, BRB.
It's okay, No, didn't want to open that.
Anyways,
You good?
yeah. That impudent side of hers is cute too. I already read that, but I'm gonna say it again. Because he's not wrong.
How was your home? It was fun, but it was boring. There was nothing to do. Oh, I bought a souvenir for you.
Kotori lined up panda cookies and panda jam bones.
Look at these, they're so cute. It's almost a waste to eat them. Bye. Here you go, Amane.
なんだこれは。
Ha!
It's a charm for traffic safety. I heard that you got a license to drive a scooter, so I rushed over to the neighborhood trying to pray for you. I put a lot of emotion into this charm, so always carry it with you. Do you understand?
わかった。
No one cut in and asked why emotion would enhance the charm.
Oh, I also took a lot of pictures.
Kotori spread out the pictures again.
Oh, you went to the zoo? I wish I could go. Oh, it's a panda! It was so cute. Pandas really are black and white, you know?
It's not so hard to believe. Whatever. Kotori speaks passionately, while also showing pictures of tigers, lions, and bears, oh my. It seems that the zoo was extremely fun. After listening to Kotori...
Have you been to the zoo? Zoos are always fun.
Yeah. I haven't been in, like, at least 5 years, but... whatever. After listening to Kotori talk about her trip for a while... Oh,
Here's something I want to show you too.
I think we all know.
What is it?
Is it not obvious?
What's this?
Looking at the thing Ageha wanted to show her, Kotori bent her head to the side.
Well, it's still incomplete, but a seat will be placed around here. And this is... Oh, could it be my cockpit? Bingo!
Since there is no seat, it's hard to see what it is from just a glance.
We actually wanted to finish this before you returned, but... we weren't able to finish it in time while doing tests. But it's almost complete! Wow!
Kotori got closer and looked hard at it.
これが操縦桿で、こっちのレバーでラダー操作だ。両方とも手で操作できる。
It will be completed in just a bit, and then you'll be able to fly too! Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Everyone smiled as if to say, You're welcome. What can I say?
Alright, shall we begin today's club activity?
What can I say except no. Everyone was full of energy and set about working.
Why don't we just count Yoru as a member of the club at this point?
Because she doesn't want to be.
She does everything with it already.
Yeah.
You actually came by scooter?
Kotori muttered this while watching Amane start the engine to her scooter. Amane, please be careful going home!
任せろ。制限速度はちゃんと守るぞ。
Wait, you don't normally? Amane got onto her scooter while saying this and added,
じゃあな。おやすみ。
Oh, Yasumi. Yeah.
Hi, Amane.
さようなら。
Sayonara. The scooter carrying Amane chugged along slowly, following the speed limit, and drove away. And then,
Okay, shall we go back too?
oh, we're here for the first time in a long time. A convenience store came into view. This is where Ageha splits off to go home. Ageha came over to where I was.
You get home, make sure you indulge Kotori a little bit.
Hmm.
She's been looking at you the whole time, getting impatient.
Oh.
That's all you should know. Okay, bye! Alright, see you tomorrow! Bye, Ageha. Good night, Ageha.
また明日。
I'm back!
Tadaima! Good work today, Allie.
We are weebs.
お疲れ様。
Same to you, Asa. Yoru, I'm sorry I'm always making you tag along.
別に暇ですから。
Why don't you two take a bath? Kotori too.
Alright, got it.
Okay, during that time, I guess I'll do some cleaning.
Let's go, Kotori. Okay.
Please, not another bath scene. Ugh, that bath felt good. It was finally time for my bath after the girls' bath ended. I stayed in the bath till my fingers got wrinkled and washed off the sweat that had accumulated during the day. Charming and gross.
Yeah.
Inside the dorm, everything had gone quiet. Asa and the others must have already gone to sleep. While walking down the hallway towards my air-conditioned room... From a crack in the door, Kotori was looking at me. It seems that she had been waiting for me to pass by. Hey, what are you doing? Kotori opened the door, came halfway out into the hallway, and restlessly surveyed the area. Then, after judging that no one was around, she came out and moved towards me.
Missed you.
Kotori, who can't hug me from the front, took my hand from the side and squeezed it forcefully.
I missed you, I missed you, I missed you!
Hang on, I want to hear what that sounds like. I remember it sounding adorable.
会いたかった、会いたかった、会いたかった。
While saying that, she pulls on my arm. And... oh, this typo again. The same line!
Oh.
Kotori let out a cute groan. What did I actually say there?
I don't know.
It's not...
Ow.
It's not like I can play the voice back. There is nothing. It's me talking. Kotori let out a cute groan, and then looked around again, and leading me by the hand, moved her wheelchair. Where are you going? She doesn't answer. I was pulled into Kotori's room, just like that.
Hattie, stay outside for a while.
Kotori threw out Hattie, who was protesting, and shut the door. She blocked Hattie's pet door with a bat so it couldn't be opened either. Then she took my arm and squeezed it again.
I miss you so much.
I missed you too, Kotori. With my other hand, I stroked her hair. The scent of shampoo drifted faintly from her glossy hair. The lights weren't on in the room, and perhaps because of the dimness, the silence was almost palpable.
Aoi,
Yeah?
you didn't cheat on me, did you?
Of course not.
I'm glad.
Kotori rubbed her cheek against my hand, as if out of relief. Somehow it feels good.
Aoi, can I ask you a favor?
Probably something about staying the night.
記録した。
What is it?
Stroke my hair more.
Okay, I will. By the way, when I said staying the night, I meant that in the most wholesome, innocent way possible.
Like the scene in Kaguya-sama.
No. Even more so.
Oh,
She didn't even...
I just found it hilarious. He's like, I'ma just sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a gentleman. Good on you, Miyuki. She didn't even have to ask. I continued to stroke her hair. Her glossy hair was still a bit damp from her bath, and felt different than usual. I stroked it softly. With a
You know, that honestly, it is the best feeling.
Yeah.
Though,
With a...
like, you know, you feel like a cat.
Aw.
It's the best.
With a contented look on her face, Kotori trembled slightly. Do you like having your hair stroked?
Yeah, it seems that way. I realized when you started doing it.
She answers while shivering absorbedly. She was like a cat
Exactly!
who had gotten catnip.
You have big hands, Aoi. My whole head could fit inside your hands.
Those must be some big hands, because most heads are about the same size.
I mean,
That's because you have a small head, Kotori. I guess not. Kotori's head is round and nicely Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Natural beauties are made from different stuff than the rest of us. Completely absorbed, Kotori squeezed my hand and brought it towards her chest.
Wait, Aoi?
The next thing I knew, Kotori was looking up at me with moist eyes. As Kotori is in a wheelchair, she always looks up at me. So it's not as though she's doing it on purpose, but it's cute to the point of being sneaky. Then... Gee, wonder what she wants. Kotori puckered her lips and pointed them upward. You spoiled girl. I gave her a peck on the lips.
One more time.
I guess there's no choice. We kissed, lightly pressing our lips together.
Why are these kissing scenes so funny? Why? It's like funny, adorable.
You kissed me the day before I went home, so I was thinking about it the whole time.
Oh, that's adorably weird.
Yeah. A little odd there.
Sorry to have done that to you.
Aoi, you seem so cool about this. Were you really not thinking about
Were
me?
you not really thinking? Yeah. There's no way that had happened. I kissed my pillow too.
Okay, they're both weird.
Really?
Well, they're
No, I just said that to
They're
make you
love
feel happy.
they're lovesick teenagers.
I mean, I hug my pillow at night. That's about...
Yeah, really. But the actual thing is much better. No sh.
What fell? What fell? What fell?
What?
Sorry, my cat made something fell. And I don't... Okay. Sorry.
Isn't it?
Kotori's being shy. I kissed her again. Kotori is always cute. Oh, lovely. Lovely addition to the romance scene.
Very sorry, very sorry, very sorry. I ate before this.
So did I! Kotori is always cute, but today she looked even cuter than usual. Maybe it's because I hadn't been able to see her for a while. Still holding hands with Katori, I sat down on her bed. Then I looked around her room vaguely. This is the third or fourth time I've entered Katori's room. No matter how close we are, I can't very well just enter a girl's room. Aren't you going to turn on the lights?
Oh, I was ready to go to sleep, but then I heard you getting out of the bath.
That's why she was peering at me through the crack in her door just like that.
Don't look so much. My room isn't cute, is it?
That's not true. It's simple.
I mean, if I have lots of things, they get in the way.
That's literally the same thing he said.
There was basically nothing placed on the floor, probably because it would get in the way when she moved her wheelchair.
When I'm in my room, I mostly just read books, study, or play with Hattie.
Katori doesn't have any typical hobbies, it seems. I heard that she liked to move her body, so before the accident, she probably exercised a lot.
Hey, I want to sit next to you.
Katori held out both of her hands. Alright. I went to lifted up Katori, but then waited for a moment. How do you usually get into your bed?
I put my wheelchair here, then lock it so the wheels don't move.
She demonstrated the action while she spoke.
But I don't want to show you.
Why?
I just don't. I'm sure you'd think it's strange.
I'd seen her get in and out of her wheelchair, and it looked like just doing that was rather difficult. I'm sure it's a lot of effort to get into that bed. I took Katori's hand and held her close.
Why did it pause? Why is it paused? Why are you paused?
Well-
You're working just fine!
Well, it was... That was a pretty good run. I lifted her like that and sat her down on the bed.
Oh.
Katori was at her wit's end. Perhaps she hadn't emotionally prepared for it. To be honest, I felt a little awkward too. But Katori was more bashful than she had to be, so I was fine. Then I sat her down on the bed. Or so I thought. Oh no! Katori tumbled backwards and fell over. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Katori spoke shyly, facing away from me. It wasn't just awkwardness. It seemed she really was embarrassed. I realized that for Katori, who doesn't have use of her lower body, it's easy to fall forward or backward when she doesn't have a seat back and isn't careful. I reached my hand out to help her up, but she refuses to take my hand. Maybe she's embarrassed that I saw her like this. I can't just stay like that.
Yeah?
I lifted Katori's legs onto the bed, then got onto the bed myself, and lay next to her.
Really?
This is easier, isn't it? Oh no.
記録した
Please do not, terminate me. Please, I beg of thee, YouTube. This is easier, isn't it?
But you're so close.
Thought it'd be better to be close.
It's better, but it makes me feel embarrassed.
Katori says this with her eyes tearing up. I brought my face and lips to hers and then kissed the tip of her nose. Can I hug you?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
I hugged Katori gently, enveloping her small body. Don't make it weird. Wrapping in my arms, Katori let out a strange sigh. Your hair smells so good, like shampoo. But yeah,
Well, no, duh! No,
yeah,
duh!
Yeah. I pressed my nose to her hair and took in the scent. What? What? What?
Y'all making this weird.
No way, I just took a bath. Okay, this is weird.
Yeah. Weird. It's weird now.
And now I'm curious how they did this on Switch. How
Oh, no.
could they possibly make this scene E-rated? Don't talk about people like they're some kind of delicacy! I unwrapped my arms from her and looked at her from the front. Katori, I love you. Katori looked back at me.
If I go to sleep just like this, I think I'll have a good dream. Good night.
Oyasumi? She closes her eyes. Hey, don't go to sleep.
Why not? I want to sleep next to you. Hey, sing me a lullaby.
Kotori, are you being a little defenseless? I might play tricks on you while you're sleeping. Like drawing... Oh, okay. That's you.
Like drawing a beard on my face with a marker?
She says that seriously. It could be.
If you're going to pinch my nose or poke my cheeks, you can go ahead.
Somehow it seems like she wants me to tease her like that. Okay, I'll pinch your nose until you wake up. Wow.
I'm fine with that.
What have... What? Who are you and what have you done with Kotori? You're okay.
He's like concerned. He's like, you good? You were carefully good die.
You're slow to realize. I'm not going to cover your mouth. Oh!
Even I had that kind of pimples on me. Oh, wait. I don't understand that sentence.
Even if I had that kind of prank pulled on me, I'd be forgiving. Because it's you.
Okay, it's missing the if.
Yep, it's missing the if. That's why I'm like, what?
Yep. I'm not going to do
Even if
anything
I...
to you. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm not going to do anything to you.
Yeah, I know. You're so nice, Howie.
Kotori changes her expression and smiles at me. I'm not convinced. She calls me nice right after saying I was mean.
Ow.
But I guess all that matters is that she trusts me.
And that is one of the most important things to have in a relationship, folks.
Absolutely.
Trust.
Stroke my hair again.
This immediately after she said, "You didn't cheat on me, did you?"
Yeah, I know.
Huh? Okay. As a reply, I reach my hand out and stroke Kotori's head gently. Don't make that face!
That feels nice.
It really makes you happy, doesn't it, when I stroke your hair?
It does. I really like it.
She answers affirmatively with so much power. I feel so happy too.
To be stroking my hair?
Among other things. To be with you.
Oh, wait.
It's a surprise attack. Why you?
From a moment ago, all of her reactions have been funny and so cute.
Owie used sneak attack. It was very effective.
You make me happy too. I really, really like you, Owie.
Wow, you're embarrassed to say that, but you weren't embarrassed to say I love you so much? You don't have to be so earnest. I'm really happy, but...
But I really missed you.
Kotori whispered this in a lonely way, inching closer to me a bit. Well, now we're together.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting so close to you. It's to make up for that loneliness but from before.
She must have been really lonely. It's strange. We were only apart for a little bit, but I missed you so much.
Yeah, it's really strange.
Kotori nods several times while she said this.
And it really hurts when you're away from someone for almost a year at a time each time. Long distance is great.
Apologies. Anyways,
The thing is, long distance friendships suck too.
I mean,
I can't just hug my friends.
we're
just
friends,
hang
and
out
I
with
have
them.
never met you in my life.
I know, but still. It's like, ah!
I would zone out, thinking about how much I wanted to see you. Then I'd come to and look at the clock, but only a few minutes would have passed. 10 minutes in my room at home felt like a year.
By those
An actual year, Missy.
By those calculations, I'd be an old man after only a few weeks. Like Rip Van Winkle or something. Okay, I know this is a reference to something, but... I don't know. But it's been referenced in... Rip Van Winkle has been referenced in multiple animes that I've seen.
I have no clue what it is.
There it is.
My dog then? What?
No, I didn't say that.
Dog?
But yeah, apparently Rip Van Winkle had a dog. No, I didn't say that. You're a beautiful princess. Kotori Hime?
Oh, I'm being treated like a princess by Aoi.
Are you pleased, my Hime?
Yes, very much so.
I caught a glimpse of the pleased princess's smile in the moonlight.
And you're my Prince Aoi.
I'm glad I'm not Rip Van Winkle. Oh, it's a fairy tale.
Speaking of fairy tales, do you want a box of treasure, like from the stories?
I don't need anything dangerous like that. It's not like Kotori has such a box anyway. The treasure is her.
Then what do you want?
Let's see. I don't actually have much thinking to do. Yeah, I already have what I want. Best thing to say.
No. Hmm.
I softly stroked Kotori's hair.
I'm so happy.
I'm happy that I finally got what I wanted to.
But you're mine too.
Of course I am. My time with Kotori, and the mood of the moment, along with everything else, is a treasure to me. Channeling that feeling, I softly stroked Kotori's head. Wow, they're really hamming the hell out of this scene.
I want you to keep doing that.
I will.
I would have fallen asleep by now,
Her
honestly.
smooth hair, which gives no resistance at all, passes right through my fingers. What? Camera! What are you doing, camera?
Camera! We're talking about the hair!
The texture felt
Thank
so
you.
nice to the touch, I couldn't take my hand away. While I continued to slowly move my hand through her hair, Kotori closed her eyes peacefully. Although she always changes her expression when awake, now she looks so calm. Hmm? When she's awake. That means that now she's... Kotori? My Hime? I can't believe this girl. My sudden urge to laugh must have come on because I was overcome with how happy I was. It's the unmistakable truth that right now, I am that in love with Kotori. I guess I didn't have to sing a lullaby. Anyways, I've granted my Hime's wish of sleeping next to her, so it's fine. Her sleeping face looks so content, so I'm sure she's satisfied. But most importantly, I am able to sleep next to Kotori. In the most wholesome way possible. Nothing could make me as happy as this. Good night, Kotori. I lightly kiss her forehead and fix her comforter. I closed my eyes while taking in the sweet scent that floated about her hair.
And that's how you do a wholesome scene.
Yeah.
Thank you. No bad involved. Okay, the smelling was a bit weird, but that is how you do a wholesome romance scene.
Okay,
in a
him
visual
smelling
novel.
her.
Thank you.
Him smelling her was less weird because, you know, he said, "Oh, she smells really nice." Her smelling him, saying, "Oh, I like the way you smell like sweat."
Yeah, that was the weird part.
Yeah. A day of summer vacation. It's been a while since we went to school. Today is registration day. For the first time in 2 weeks, everyone in this classroom catching up on the latest news.
There's so many screens.
You say that as if this isn't the same sprite.
No, I know, but it's still like, I just noticed there was the TV up. There were 2 TVs on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? If each of the desks have a computer, why not just put all the announcements on the computers?
Yeah.
And the
Or, you know,
whiteboard's
the
a screen too.
The giant monitor whiteboard here.
Like, what's the use for the 2 up there?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not that big a classroom.
Yeah, if it was like a lecture hall, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's bigger than it looks. I don't know.
Looks pretty small. There's only 5 rows.
Well, it happened kind of suddenly. Started with small talk. You know, it's been a while. How have you been doing? Jesus. Suck it!
But you got no chance.
That's too bad. So where did you get your information? Look, if the love letter didn't work, then nothing will. Nothing will excite of taking her out for a ride in a glider.
That's true, that's true.
So where did you get your information? Of course it was because of gossiping girls. Meanwhile, on the other side of the classroom...
嘘、水瀬君と付き合い始めたの？ああ、やっぱり仲良かったもんね。
Well, it remains a legend. It's so unfortunate that it wasn't recorded.
どんな告白だったの？
His love of the sky.
Hey, hey, hey! What kind of rumors are you spreading?
Taking back to her confession. I love this guy.
I'm in love with the sky!
What did you say? Owlie's legend?
Involuntarily created. Come on, Kotori, stop already.
No, I wanted to post
お
some.
似合いだと思うよ。っていうか、まだ付き合ってなかったのって感じよね。
False. The conversation continued without bad feelings. I'm embarrassed, okay? Please cut it out already.
That silence creates better rumors, doesn't it?
In our sophomore year, Kotori was very bad right? Though the number of our mutual friends increased, there were still enough girls to hold a grudge. I wanted to stop any strange rumors before they started. But there's no need to stop them when they speak of my legend, right?
You would think like that, wouldn't you?
I know it is only simple amusement. Kotori, however, didn't seem all that amused, since these things were more difficult for her to talk about.
ねえ、いつから付き合い始めたの？一緒の寮に住んでるんでしょ？それってどうなの？
Kotori was overcome by questions. It's,
ハバネさんはいるかしら？
Student Council President came into our classroom. Good morning, Kaicho.
おはよう。
I am a weeb.
水瀬葵くん。
Are you a maid? No.
Good morning, Student Council President. I was wondering if you had anything for me.
ソアリング部の活動状況を聞いておこうと思って。あなたたち、学校内で活動していないでしょ？
Nope. Miss Kumoe gave us her approval and stood against the faculty on our behalf. The homeroom teacher seemed to be with us as well.
Thanks for finding a new location. Thanks to finding a new location, we've managed to finish improvements to the glider's main body. We also managed to have a test flight, too.
As Kotori mentioned,
Multiple, in fact.
test flight. Girls in the back whispered things like, "The place where legends are born." So it seemed that this will be the joke for the time being.
そう、もうそこまで。さすが、やる気があるクラブは違うわね。
Thanks to you, Miss Komoe. Really, thanks so much.
やる気があるクラブから活動の場を奪うなんておかしいと思っただけよ。今度テストフライトを見に行ってもいいかしら。
Yes!
Sure, of course. Come on by.
Apparently she's Miss Kumoe now, not Akari.
ええ、楽しみにしてるわ。
Akari Kaicho. Just because it's registration day and all it's the regular classes doesn't mean that we are having class. That was not correct. The homeroom teacher reminded us that we were on summer break and that we should leave. The students not belonging to a dorm couldn't leave. Ageha, after this, are you heading straight home?
Yeah, we have a package coming today. The front desk can't scan for it.
We, meaning the club, had a package coming in. My destination was our secret base.
I wasn't surprised at all.
Kotori was in a great mood since Miss Kumoe...
Just say it correctly.
I don't like that. Promised that she would come take a look sometime. I mean, I get it, like, honorifics and everything, But come on. We called her Akari before. We can do it now.
Akari-chan.
How could you resist being prideful about a glider you helped to build? While thinking about this, I go wait in front of the elevator.
Ah!
Ageha cries out against her will and quickly shut her mouth. From across the hallway, a heavy middle-aged teacher came lumbering down. Oh, shit.
Mr. Tobioka.
When Mr. Tobioka saw us, a dickish smile crossed his mouth.
ようお前たち先生に会ったら挨拶くらいしたらどうだ
Sorry, Mr. Tobioka.
When Ageha greeted the founder of the Robot Club, I lowered my head too. Only Kotori's expression said, "How can I greet you?" Just like a dog would greet a burglar.
お前ら学校に許可なく校外活動をしているそうだな
Actually, it's with the school's permission. Thank you. We got permission. We got acknowledgement from the student
生
council.
徒会所詮は子供の集まりだ勝手な真似は許さんぞ
Dickhead.
You called the faculty any better? It would be fine even without permission.
She muttered to herself, however loud enough for Mr. Tobioka to hear. Mr. Tobioka frowned with disapproval. Activities are off campus and unrelated to school. What should any teacher care about? I finally snapped to. Mr. Tobioka, with his usual pout, glared at me.
倉庫から盗まれたグライダーの件がある犯人が学校と無関係な活動にそれを使用しているなら処罰せねばな
It worked.
せいぜい問題を起こさないよう気をつけることだな
With his parting threat, Mr. Tobioka continued lumbering down the hall.
Oh, that jerk!
From what I understand, he hasn't used his last underhanded tactics to try to get us destroyed.
Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about that. Don't let him get to you. Sure, but
If there are enemies to be had, it would be that guy.
let's just get through summer break without making a fuss. Exactly. Let nothing be a hindrance towards our goal of flying with the morning glory.
As she spoke, Kotori settled down. While repeatedly pounding the elevator button, I impatiently repeated, "Hurry up and come already!" Finally, the elevator arrived, the door opened, and the passengers left the elevator. We made space.
やあ君たちおはよ
Amane!
I'm shocked. What are you doing riding the elevator?
うおほん違うぞ君たち
I'm a handicapped student.
I mean, true, but there are ramps.
私はあまねちゃんではなくて望月先生だぞ
Sensei! He said with a prideful swagger.
Despite everything last year, I wanted to continue. Mochizuki-sensei, what did he
We
want?
are true weebs. Isn't she going to be a lecturer over the second semester?
打ち合わせというやつだいろいろ大変なんだ何せ大人だからな
You were an adult before, and you're an adult now. We're not going to treat you any different. She stated with her nose in the air. Wow, that's probably the worst typo in the game.
Wow.
As usual, the statement was to give the chance to boast.
If she wants to become an adult that much, then we
She
she
again.
should hurry up and graduate.
Why?
Sorry.
Why did the typos? Why?
Oh, you said it.
じゃあな君たち後で秘密基地に顔を出すよ
Hey, not so loud! Amane swaggered down the hall. The students, who knew Amane, made a face like, "What's that?" and saw her off.
So, Amani being at school, it's kind of strange. Oh, cool. I want to become a special lecturer too.
Well, if there's anyone who can keep an asshole faculty member in line, it's another faculty member.
Well,
So shouldn't you just put your dream out there? The appearance of Amane suddenly cast away the anger and bad taste left from meeting Mr. Tobioka.
Okay, I gotta go. If I don't hurry, I'm gonna miss the mail.
Alright, catch you later. I skipped a line again. Ageha hurriedly ran home. So, shall we take our time heading out? I took Kotori's wheelchair handles and gazed about. There seemed to be few students heading home, but there was still a strange life to the air. Being at school during the summer holiday always made things feel special. While pushing Kotori's wheelchair, we made for home. Or the secret base, I guess. Oh no, it's just her. Oh no, it's not just her.
How's the seat feel? It's so good. I could just squeeze into here.
There's no so good.
Sorry.
It's-
I saw the it's,
Yeah.
and my brain just went, ah.
Kotori, sitting in the cockpit, said nervously. Kotori checked the seat design for her. We finally finished, is what I wanted to say, but... Shit!
Ooh, I can't believe the manufacturer gave us the wrong parts.
The package that Ageha ran home to collect ended up having the wrong parts. The manufacturer made a mistake. Thanks to this mishap, Kotori's cockpit was incomplete.
Did we get a full refund and extra stuff?
After reshipping, at the earliest, it should be here tomorrow.
So the earliest we can run some tests is the day after tomorrow.
Kotori, hearing the conversation, nervously played with the yoke.
That yoke works, this rudder.
In Kotori cockpit, there was no pedals. In addition to the yoke, there was an unfamiliar lever. So how was it?
I can't exactly say. It was good, but
Kotori seems somewhat apologetic.
the front seat worked.
Kotori's cockpit took up 2 spaces. Ageha saw me. I should explain. Don't worry about it. This cockpit isn't exclusively for your use. Just because the rudder was hand-operated didn't mean that someone else couldn't use it.
Anyways, didn't you want to fly from the front seat? Of course!
Kotori heard the excitement in her voice. Like a child at Christmas, she gazed at the yoke. The desire to fly soon oozed from her body.
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer.
We're short some parts. There's nothing we can do about that. So what you're saying is, until the glider's complete, there's no test.
Pretty much.
Kotori was helped out of the cockpit and transferred to her wheelchair, but her excitement didn't cool down.
ちゃんとできてるじゃないか。
Hi. Amane came by after Kotori got out of the cockpit. She stuck her head inside. You could at least say hi when you got here?
Same thing you said.
Amane chattered as she checked out the cockpit that she designed.
Hey, Amane. Amane, can you fly?
No, she can't.
お
Tapped on Asa's shoulder. Amane looks up.
なんだ
Kotori stopped by Amane. God, is the grammar in this game just getting worse?
Amane, could you try and lean down some?
Amane... Oh no. Oh no.
記録した
I'm saving. Amane was reluctant and cautious. She looked like she wanted to avoid being slapped on the head.
Okay, hurry up.
う
Amane leaned down. Kotori reached out both hands
Chop, 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 chop.
う
Yeah?
and hugged Amane.
Thank you, Amane, for my sake you drew these blueprints.
With the strength of a Yukari tree, Kotori hugged Amane and swung her side to side.
嬉しいぞ小鳥
I like you, Amane.
Oh, are you cheating on me now? Kotori
Shut
did,
up, Howie.
Kotori did not let go of Amane until she was satisfied transmitting her happiness.
Everyone, thank you. You guys are the best of friends.
Kotori, wearing a grandiose expression, was filled with emotion and looked like she would cry.
test, we're going to fly without delay.
Katori turned solemn and nodded. Oh, that was...
In the meantime, you can practice on the simulator.
Ah, crap, I'm late. Since club activities were over, and it had been a while since I had been to my family home, I decided to head home. I called my mom as I was. My job was taking care of the dorm, so it was nice to get out sometimes and show my face and talk with my family sometimes. I have to get home quickly to start getting dinner ready. I'm home!
Hi, Ma! Ah!
When I got in the entranceway, Asa pointed at me and stated,
Sorry!
"What is it?"
Oh my gosh. Why? It's not loading.
Fucking, of course.
I did it in the middle of the transmission. Transmission? Translation?
Transition.
Katori! That's it.
Transition.
What is it, Asa? Aoi went home. Huh.
Jeez, just now, what was that all about? Tilting her head, Kotori made her way down the hallway in her wheelchair.
Aoi!
With body-throwing force, Kotori flew by, and at the last minute, braked with a stop and grabbed my hand.
Aoi! Aoi! Aoi!
What? What's wrong?
Asa!
Asa, hearing her name, stepped forward.
Aoi was so looking forward to test that she can't stop fidgeting. Only Aoi can hope to appease her heart. There was only an hour left, so I bravely went home.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay. Moment by
Moment by moment?
What the hell?
I don't understand any of this.
I swear, the translators just gave up at this point. I might have to see if I can get to this point in the Switch version, and then switch back.
Okay.
So that was it. Sorry I'm late. But why did you tell Asa? Here you go, a present! A 6-pack of a Haagen-Dazs. There's some for Asa's group, too. I got them from my mother.
Is it okay to eat them for dinner?
Sure, of course. So you'll probably end up eating dinner a little late.
That's no biggie. It's Haagen-Dazs. Haagen-Dazs is dinner. Delicious.
記録した
Eating before dinner is so unvirtuous, yet I can't help myself. Hey, Igoru, take half.
いいわよ姉さん
The friends ate Haagen-Dazs together. I didn't see Kanako and wondered where she disappeared off to. Hey, Katori, do you have any plans for tomorrow? Tomorrow, we can't do any tests. Without the parts coming by, we can't do any work. So I guess tomorrow's day off. As Katori ate her ice cream, she shook her head. Right, okay. So do you want to go see a movie?
A movie?
Yeah, my mom gave me some tickets. If you wanted, I was thinking we could go together. She got them from a customer. They were just regular tickets. I work hard, so she gave them to me.
Asa!
Kotori called out Asa's name. Asa stepped forward and started whispering.
Wait, how was Aoi asking you on a date, wasn't it? Date? I think it would be good if you went. You are dating after all. Yeah, but a movie.
You don't like movies? Even though they were talking in whispers, it was possible to hear their conversation.
Don't listen in! No, that's not it. I want to see the movie. And with Aoi. But
Kotori stopped eating her ice cream and began pondering. Even Kotori should be alright.
Huh?
The theater is at Windy, and it's completely handicap-friendly there. Kotori's expression said, "How did you manage to know what I was thinking?"
Right, I guess it's okay.
So it's decided.
That's excellent, Katori.
Asa said to a laughing Kotori. Well, I have to start getting dinner ready. When you're finished eating, could you give me a hand? Kotori nodded and ate faster.
I really wanted to understand what they were saying when he walked in, but I have no clue.
記録した
Hang
No clue
on.
what they meant by any of that.
Hang on. Do you mind if I try something? I need to...
Sure, go ahead.
I just want a quick... That was weird. That was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like really weird.
Okay. I'ma just quickly... Where is it? Where the hell is it? There it is. I'ma do it...
Jeez, you got a lot of stuff in your library, man.
And this is only the installed stuff.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna quick do a verification of the game files. Okay, this actually might take a bit of time. Okay.
Oh god!
Okay, this should be fine. But I find whenever, like, who knows, it might be due to missing files. I doubt it is, but... I guess we'll see.
Oh my gosh, my boyfriend just texted, only just finished, and in my taxi, bring back the Prohibition era because he works at a bar.
Oof.
Oh no.
Is that ever a thing in England?
I don't think so. I think it was just America, but
Yeah.
oh my gosh, why is it so funny?
Oh, and he has to deal with drinking 18-year-olds, too. I just realized.
Well, the thing is he's at like it's like this resort bar. So only people who are staying at the resort can use the bar. So it's more like the expensive, fine-tasting wine people. So there's actually a wine that costs like $900
Jesus.
that they
I
sell,
can't
and I'm like,
imagine
what
that.
the fridge?
Okay. Okay. It was worth a try. It didn't yield any results, but
この空に翼を
But-
続きか
it was worth a try. The next day, in the morning. Sorry to keep you waiting. I had a few last things I had to take care of before I joined Kotori, who was waiting in the entranceway. What's wrong?
Nothing, but you're always dressed differently.
With a feigned innocence, I answered, "Oh, really?" As I looked at my figure. To be honest, I was kind of dressed up. Today, we are going on our first real date. We went walking and shopping together, but we have never really spent time alone together, just the two of us. So I decided I would like to dress a little nicer than usual. While Kotori grumbled a, "Sure," she looked at her own figure.
I think I want to change my clothes too.
I haven't been looking at chat. That's not important. Okay. Isn't what you're wearing fine? You look good, and it suits you. That and we have to consider movie times. Kotori, knowing there really wasn't time, nodded.
Alright, Hattie, we're heading out. Take care of the place.
Yes, rely on the duck to take care of things.
Hey, he can chase people off.
Yeah. When Hattie flew off Kotori's knees, I took her wheelchair and pushed it out the door. Date time!
Please tell me he's gonna show us his outfit because I really want to see his outfit. Wow, what a crowd.
It's Sunday. It's typically everyone's day off, so the Windy is especially crowded. You can feel the weight of the crowds.
And this place is classy.
Beyond the design of the buildings, Windy catered towards Oh yeah, she hasn't been here before! All of the people coming and going were all dressed up. Since my Anshan brought me here, I have been coming to Windy regularly. My Aniki! No, to see the various shops, excluding the underground shopping center, which sold foodstuffs. When I came with my brother, Anshan, not really brothers, but you get it, it was rather quiet and calm. Those days seem to have been an exception to the norm. This isn't the casual, laid-back feeling of my hometown. Kotori, you grew up in Tokyo, right? So you're used to places like this? I imagine there are many shopping malls like this in Tokyo.
brother and sister would go. I visited them too, but it's been a while. But it's amazing being here on a date.
Right? There's no doubt about it. It isn't an everyday sort of thing. For us, living in the dorm, always seeing the same faces, this kind of place gives a fresh feeling.
My first date ever. This should be special.
Katori mumbled. Is that so? I figured we would have at least had the experience of a date.
This is the first. With you, Ollie.
Yes!
I knew it. I should have put on better clothes.
What's wrong with what you usually have?
I just feel shy.
Excuse me, ma'am. Stay there.
But it's fine, since you are the #1 guy I'd want to please.
I told you it
No,
suits you.
don't come back over here.
Come on, let's go see the movie.
Okay.
Sorry, my cat kept trying to get in the way of my microphone and monitor.
Japan's
No.
Japan's leading commercial complex, Windy, also had a cinema. There were a variety of themed movies playing right now. The tickets I got were good for any of them. Wow.
That must have been an expensive ticket then.
Which one do you want to see?
Let's see. This one.
The movie that Katori chose was unrepentantly a war movie. She was probably attracted to the propeller on the movie poster. It took place in World War II Europe. It was a love story of an Air Force ace pilot. The movie wasn't bad, but it didn't matter so much on a date. Katori was excited at the fight scenes and bubbly at the love scenes. In the end, the movie delivered a warm, fuzzy feeling of a happy ending.
That's rare with a World War II movie.
Yeah, or any war movie.
That was awesome! The air battle at the end was unbelievably cool. The lovers flying during a nighttime date was also unbelievably romantic.
Oh, Aoi's like, oh, I've got to try that now. Even after the movie was finished, Katori's enthusiasm did not lessen. Those types of old-fashioned planes are interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, but those flying engines are kinda wicked.
I wouldn't exactly say wicked, but the way that those planes fly and a glider flies are different, as we saw in the movie.
Oh,
Trying
do you
to
think there's a place
decipher
that
this.
sells goggles? So, do you think there's a place that sells goggles around here? I think they are absolutely necessary.
Trying to, decipher this. Not at all.
Yeah.
Did you plan on to use them during a test flight? Katori nodded. Well,
Maybe.
You don't need them because the glider has a canopy. During flight, the canopy is shut. I feel like goggles would just impede your vision at that point. If it were to open...
Plus, they were sunglass goggles.
Yes. If it were to open, the controls of the glider would be completely lost, and you would be forced to use a parachute. Well, we need to take care of our stomachs, too. How about lunch?
You have to let me pay for that.
What's this all of a sudden?
Because you treated me to the movie.
I did not! I got the tickets for free! But I told you my mother gave me those tickets! I had a free ticket, too.
Sure, but
At least let me treat you to lunch. I don't exactly have the chance to do a lot of boyfriend-like stuff.
Aww.
We only just started dating. Up until now, there haven't been any significant changes in our relationship. Before we started dating, we'd always been good friends. The only difference is that we had confessed our true feelings towards each other. I mean, you did drop the L word. And we've kissed.
That's cool.
And we've kissed.
it's not like that at all, Aoi. You have always been boyfriend-like. You're cool and kind. You're too perfect.
You think so?
I said so, didn't I? So there's no doubt about it.
If I say it, it must be true! Katori stated convincing pride. As usual, in a strange place, Katori was filled with self-confidence. But let me treat you to lunch. I get an allowance for working at the dorm.
Okay, sure.
So, what do you want to eat? This upcoming scene's adorable, by the way.
Let's see.
Kotori opened the floor guide. Keeping in with the chick style of Windy, Kotori chose a restaurant.
Here's good.
Which one? Seriously? Kotori said yes as she nodded insistently. Taioken Old Man Masaki's ramen shop.
Well, I've never had ramen.
What?
You live in Japan!
Is it something to be that surprised about?
Yes,
Yes, we're surprised about it.
No, it's
All the yes?
ramen could be like national favorite, like beef bowls and curry rice.
Whenever my family would go out, no one ever said anything about ramen.
A sign that Kotori's family was somewhat well off. Well, I mean, it is like one of Japan's cheapest dishes as well. So readily
But it's
available.
still one of
Yeah, it's
but
amazing.
it's still one of the most like nice ones though.
It's really good. It's also unhealthy as shit though.
Oh, I thought it was slightly healthy.
No, it's 100% sodium with a few noodles thrown in.
Well, I mean like they add herbs and stuff, or not herbs. They add like onion.
No, the healthy noodles are soba. Soba's the healthy noodles.
They like add egg and mushroom.
I actually really want to try
stuff to it.
soba. It sounds so good. Like, just the fact that it's
Buckwheat
like
flour is what puts me off.
everything's flour. It's noodles.
But it's
All noodles are flour. It's all
But
it's all a type of wheat anyway. Like, what's the difference?
no, I know, but like I don't know, like you know, wheat bread versus white bread. Wheat bread always tasted like disgusting to me, and I'm scared that it's gonna
Do
be
you
like
mean like, I mean, white bread is wheat anyway, but do you mean like whole grain?
yeah.
Buckwheat is not whole grain.
Okay.
A sign that Kotori's family was somewhat well off. Her father was the gentleman type, whom even over summer vacation would wear suits. That was grammatically correct, but it didn't look like it was. All right, should we go to Taioken then?
Let's do it.
So we headed towards Taioken. Oh, what? Okay, well, I guess I'm thinking of a different scene. Whatever,
Wow, that was delicious, Howie. Thank you.
Kotori said as she pats her stomach in satisfaction. Yeah, your face is gonna be puffy from the sodium for a couple hours. You're welcome. It somewhat ruined the sense of having perfect... like, what? But I was still quite pleased. On top of that, this was probably cheaper. Well, it's ramen, so... I introduced Kotori to Masaki, who then gave us massive discounts, making the meal practically free. Well, that as well.
What was really funny to me is that like, you know, Japanese over here is like pretty expensive.
Well,
But then
yeah.
over there for them it's like these are the
Yeah.
cheapest meals.
Yeah. I really want to try skimming sometime.
What's that?
It's like, if you've ever heard of dipping noodles, basically it's like, you make the broth, like, you separate the noodles from the broth, you make the broth really thick and really, like, flavorful, and then you just take the noodles out and you dip it in and then eat it.
Ooh.
It's concentrated ramen.
Ooh. I want to try that. And I also want to try Okinawan Soba. Because it's just with like regular noodles.
Like udon?
Mm,
Because I do not
it's not
recommend
udon,
udon.
though.
From what I've heard,
It's-
udon is bad. It's the worst of the three types of noodles.
I know that Okinawan Soba, instead of the buckwheat flour, it's just like normal.
Mm.
Made with noodles made with normal flour, but
Okay.
they make, you know, the same way soba's made, so.
Fair enough. So it's like really thin, like soba is. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That actually sounds pretty good. I introduced Kotori to Masaki, who then gave us massive discounts, making the meal practically free. I already read that line. Oh, it's tonkatsu ramen!
Tonkatsu ramen is pretty rich, but I think I would like to eat it again sometime.
As someone who loves pork, tonkatsu ramen sounds amazing.
So it's ramen with pork in it?
Tonkatsu is, I've never had tonkatsu, but it's a pork dish. Just tonkatsu. Straight tonkatsu. Okay. It's like slices of pork, like breaded, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like a pork chop?
No. I don't know how to describe it. I've never had it. I've only seen images of it, so can't really. But all I know is that it's pork, and pork is delicious. Yeah. We can come anytime. Mr. Masaki will probably give us discounts again, too. Katori is my girlfriend. She's cute, and we received a warm welcome.
You're like a son to him. He's a nice old man.
Don't compare me with his son. His son's a dick.
You're probably better than his son then.
Yeah, because his son is Masa.
Way better.
His son's Masa. Or Mabo. Whatever he's called now. With full and satisfied stomachs, we wandered through Windy. There are quite a lot of different kinds of... Please, cute scene, please. Quite a lot of different types of shops here. Mostly, they were women's clothing and accessory shops. But there were also shops that sold tableware and miscellaneous goods, a bookstore, stationery shop, and strangely, a dentist office. Usually, oh geez, a dentist office. Japanese dentists.
You would find me in the bookshop.
Yeah. Usually, I had no interest, and I wouldn't have had any reason to go to a place like this, but today is different. As we passed the women's clothing shops, I looked at the clothes and caught myself thinking, Katori would look great in these. Say, Katori, those Katori?
Pause for a second. So, guys. Okay, any guys watching, Liam, you as well.
Yes!
Mall is the perfect first date because it's got anything and everything in it. And it's like, it's the perfect thing to do because it'll have stuff that you like. It'll have stuff that the person you're dating likes. So it's the easiest thing to do for a first date because you get to know each other more, and you also get to explore around a whole bunch of different shops that you may have never gone to before alone. So
I don't know. A first date is also the time when you know the person the least and are less tolerant of, say, getting handed all the bags.
Well, I mean, it's just an area, to go to. I mean, if they're nice... Well, if they're handing you all the bags and you're like, I don't really feel like holding these. These are all your stuff.
Right.
And it's and they're doing it still, then that's a red flag.
Yeah.
But if they, like what I did on my first date with Matthew, I held all the stuff that I bought.
Yeah. Good on you. Good on you.
Yeah, but during the whole time he was here, when I would ask him to hold my purse, he'd just put it around him and hold it,
yeah, wear it.
He would wear it. He wore my purse.
That's smart.
It's really
That's
funny
smart.
The Stitch one.
Honestly, if I go on a first date and she asks me to hold more than she's holding, no. that's it.
Yeah,
unless we were
unless
we were really good friends and then started dating.
Yeah. Because, the best thing to do is equal everything out.
Yeah.
In modern relationships. Because, in the past, it's the man does everything, the man pays for everything, the man does everything, the man plans all the stuff. But it's if you just equal out everything, it'll make everything easier in general.
If everyone's still...
You're sharing everything equally.
If everyone still thought that, shows like Kaguya would not exist.
Yep.
For some reason, Katori was frowning as she watched another couple. What's with the gloomy face?
Huh? It's nothing. Nothing at all.
She irritated at their clinginess? No, we were on a date too.
Hey, Aoi, could you come here a sec?
Oh. Oh, I remember this! Katori grabs my hand, and so, with one hand, I began pushing the wheel of the wheelchair. Hey!
Let's go faster!
So, you just wanted to walk hand in hand. Generally, couples held hands, or link arms. Some secretly place their hands on each other's lower backs. When I saw these things, it wasn't that I didn't feel any jealousy, but... What's this Hyo mean? While I was holding Katori's hand, I saw the look of surprise in the surrounding people's eyes. From my perspective, pushing Katori's wheelchair one-handed was... how can I put it? rather harsh. Stop! Stop!
What?
You started breathing heavier. Don't push yourself.
This isn't difficult. I'm always going between home and school, so this is nothing at all.
Compared to the average girl, Kotori certainly was quite strong. The windmill hill is gently slow. Oh! Oh!
Wait.
I just realized what they were doing. So, they were holding hands, like, and then Aoi was pushing the wheelchair with one arm, and Kotori was doing the other side.
Oh.
I see. The windmill hill is gently sloped, but climbing it is exhausting. That said, with a wheelchair, it has to be next to impossible. Just seeing you like this, it looks difficult and just so not good. I told her and let go of her hand.
I can't see your face when you're behind me. We waited forever for this date.
It hurt to see Kotori feeling so downhearted. Alright, how about if we stand side by side?
Sure.
Satisfied with the solution, Kotori not. How is that different?
記録した。
What?
I figured it had to be difficult for Kotori pushing herself. But I might be overthinking about it. It's definitely better to see her face. If it becomes too difficult, say something, okay? Don't overdo it.
Ooh, I got an idea.
So, you know those like old people, the old people, walkers that have that little seat?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So, she could sit facing him and he could push her.
Mm.
And that would work well enough.
I
Maybe.
mean, I
I don't
guess. Like, look into my
Plus, those
eyes.
are really small and foldable. So, I understand. Now, shut up.
So, side by side, we looked around Windy. It wasn't that there was nowhere I wanted to go. We were in no hurry and had plenty of time. Ah, those clothes are nice. There was a pale blue dress hanging on a shop window. The color was the color of the sky. I thought Kotori would look good in it. Kotori was absentmindedly looking at the same shop. These clothes here. Do you like them?
It's not bad. I just glanced at it.
AKA, yes, you want me to buy this for you. I think you would look good in them. I compared the dress with Kotori's reflection in the shop window. Yes, it would, without a doubt, look good on her.
I wonder how it would look on me.
Even though she was doubtful, she didn't seem to be denying the possibility. I don't think you can try on the clothes.
Well, it's troublesome for the shopkeeper.
So I'm gonna just buy it for you! I stuck my head in the shop and met the eyes of a female shop attendant. She smiled at me.
何かお探しでしょうか?
We like this dress, but trying it on and...
No, that's quite alright. Look, let's go.
Kotori raised her voice as she grabbed her wheelchair wheel and sped out. Hey, wait! No sooner than I saw the back of the dress did Kotori go flying out of the shop. The shop attendant smiled and showed me out of the shop. Doki doki. What did you run off for?
I told you that it would be bothersome to try to the dress.
You should have just said something. She did.
Enough already. When it comes to clothing, my sister can get it for me.
You didn't like the dress?
It's not that. It's just, well, whatever. Let's go.
Let me treat you, Kotori! Crap. Kotori's lost all of her enthusiasm. Our plan was to go see a movie, which we did. I wouldn't be surprised if Kotori started saying that she wanted to go home. What do you want to do now? There seems to be an arcade around here. They stopped and looked for something interesting on the floor guide. I think
I think I might be a little tired. I want to rest somewhere.
I was relieved that despite her drop in enthusiasm, she didn't say that she wanted to go home. Okay, let's see. Shall we check out over there?
Over there?
Actually, there was a place I wanted to check out again today. The shop you wanted to see before. Katori tilted her head. The place you said has the delicious-looking milf... Whatever. Again, I think that's trademarked, but... Taking the hit, Katori gasped.
Cafe Flags?
Go to Cafe Flags. That was on Katori's to-do list. Cafe Flags was a famous pastry shop known for their deliciously sweet creations. When Katori added it to her list, she didn't realize that it was also a dating hotspot. Cafe Flags happened to be at Windy. This is the scene.
Isn't that place expensive?
Don't worry about it. We've got plenty of war funds left. Lunch was pretty inexpensive. Meaning, let's go,
Plus, I was ready to
What?
Plus, I was ready to buy a dress for you, so... Oh!
Outside Cafe Flags, a waiting line was formed. Just like we heard, it's a pretty popular store. The people waiting were primarily young couples and older ladies hunched over with shopping bags.
There's so many people.
The food probably is that good.
We're getting in line?
Of course. From where we stood, the wait was about 30 minutes. The customers who made reservations walked right inside. 30 minutes later... When entering the cafe, the hostess called out, "Table seating 1," and guided Katori along.
It's this kind of cafe, then.
Katori muttered when she saw the sleek interior design. I also looked around with curiosity. We opened our menus. Oh jeez, this place is expensive! The cheapest cakes are around $8. The tea is about the same, with the more expensive teas over $10 a cup.
That's ridiculous.
And let's see, their featured milfeuille cake is no less than $13 a slice. There's no doubt about it.
Sure, slice.
There's no doubt about it. At these prices, it better be that exceptionally good. No, I'm not angry. With a tightening chest, Katori asked. What do you want? That's me asking, but whatever.
Let's see. The millefeuille and Darjeeling tea?
The milfeuille. I'm just gonna pronounce it like that. I don't care. And an iced tea sound good. We called the waiter and placed an order. Finally! We can try the famed milfeuille. That's gotta be an edited trademark name.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It seems like she still isn't happy. Surely overthinking about everything that has sent her mood into a downward spiral. About earlier. I'm sorry.
Huh? What are you apologizing for?
I got your thoughts going into a bad place.
No, it's not that. There's nothing wrong with you, Aoi. It's normal stuff.
Katori stopped talking mid-sentence. I didn't say anything. Katori opened her mouth and paused. Katori nervously looked up at me.
When you're out on a date with me, are you having a good time?
Having a good time? What are you suddenly saying? What are you suddenly trying to say?
Thanks to me, don't we kind of stand out?
As she spoke, her eyes looked around the room and caught the glances of other customers.
When we got here too, people sort of noticed us.
Does that sort of thing bother you?
I can't help thinking these things when I am together with you. Clothes, then not walking hand in hand.
Katori gradually sank into herself. Told me these clothes were cute just to... Oh, that's you. I think.
You told me these
Yeah.
clothes were cute just to flatter me, right?
Okay, what the hell is going on? Look, you like me, right? Katori nodded her head in acknowledgement.
Well, my sister picked the clothes.
This was not surprising. Hibari had good taste in knowing what would look good on Kotori. However, the statement was not intended on being a positive thing. The clothes from earlier I thought would look good too. You seem to like them too.
Don't you think it would be strange for a girl like me to dress up?
I don't think it would be strange at all. Did it pause?
Paused.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
kind of robotic for a second, so I'm not surprised.
Weird.
Yeah?
You just said that thanks to you we stand out, right? I don't think that's all there is to that's it at all. It's the wheelchair, right?
Huh?
You're cute, so people are looking. Huh.
What? No, I don't think so.
You can say this in spite of the fact that people are always calling you a beautiful girl?
Well,
I can admit to that. Kotori is cute. It wouldn't be strange to call her beautiful. She is beautiful. That's why people can't help themselves and look. There are people staring because they see a beautiful girl in a wheelchair, and they wonder what her story is. Of course, it makes Kotori feel uncomfortable, but there's nothing that can be done about that. You're cute, Kotori, so much that people, without thinking, turn to look at you. If I could date a girl like that, wow! That's the kind of face they have.
we?
Kotori let out a small laugh. Yes, laugh a bit, and you're even cuter. After all, it's your natural cool allure.
Okay, enough. So forget about it. This time, remember that.
That was intense, I won't forget. When you remember this time, you'll laugh. I sat up straight and put on a relaxed, self-confident expression and flicked the hair from my face. Flicked the hair side to side. What? I can't say anything. You were sitting there with that self-confident air. Oh, she's pretending
That's
to
not
be Miss
kind.
Alul. He's pretending to be Miss Alul. When Kotori grumbled like that, she unconsciously got cuter. I restrained myself. Instead, I held my hand out across the table. Kotori, picking up on my meaning, and softly... Kotori picked up on my meaning and softly laid her hand in mine. Things like hand-holding, while not walking, we can do. Besides, who can have a date in a glider soaring in the sky? Probably only us, right? Without a doubt, the other couples at Windy would be jealous. Kotori looked up at me.
You're probably right.
Kotori's mood seemed to suddenly brighten. So you won't laugh for me? When your smile shines, it makes you even more beautiful.
Thank you, Allie.
The waiter brought the tea and cakes, while Kotori was smiling brightly. Kotori pulled back her excited hand. The staff, who saw it, smiled softly. The waiter placed the plates on the table.
記録した
Anime food incoming.
Oh,
While looking at the milfeuille, Kotori's eyes shone brightly. When you see the pastry, the drool practically starts falling. Kotori hurriedly wiped her mouth.
but look at this. It's millefeuille.
Of course I'm looking at it. I have the same thing in front of me. Oh, I guess we did get two.
It's not the most divine aura. Surely it is absolutely the most delicious looking pastry ever. That's one that's completely chocolate and covered in chocolate with even more chocolate on top for me.
I don't know. I like cake. I like standard cakes. I don't like the only sweet things I really despise are candy based or fruit based candy. As expected from the international as expected from an international pastry, Kotori muttered as she examined every corner of the cake. Oh, this is clearly a French pastry. Just how many layers of this did this thing have? The layers of crust were countless. Never mind the layers of strawberry and the deep-colored custard. On top, there was a dollop of fresh cream with a strawberry. 2 strawberries, actually. Over the strawberry, there was a transparent jelly-like sauce that shone brightly like a jewel under the shop's interior lighting. The fact that Kotori stated this is absolutely delicious before tasting the pastry was natural. I knew it. When you're angry or feeling down, sweets are the answer. False. I would say just good food.
No. It's not like that at all.
Which is it? In any case, you seem to have cheered up. I'm glad. Kotori nodded brightly. So, this should be awkward, I thought. Hey, let's see! Kotori, with each shake of her head, more reverently agreed.
Alright. That fork is really bent. That's weird.
I mean, forks are...
So bent forward.
Is that what forks look like in Japan? Because, like, there aren't many forks in Japan.
I have no
Because,
clue.
you know, they use chopsticks for quite a lot of things. Kotori, with trembling hands, gripped her knife and fork and brought them to the milk wheel. It's crispy. The knife cutting into the crust made a small, delightful sound. It's paused.
Yeah.
Kotori took a slice of strawberry and cream with crust to her fork and carefully brought it to her lips. Oishii!
Yum.
Oishii!
Oishii.
Kotori brought her hand to her cheek and stated unconsciously. Their waiter, who saw Kotori, nodded, smiled, and said, "Our customers often say that."
It's not too sweet, not too sour. Its rich and profound flavor fills my mouth.
Sounds really good. Especially the not too sweet part.
This is the taste of happiness.
The cake seemed so delicious that even Kotori's way of speaking seemed to change. Let's see. Nom 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 nom. Man, this really is good. At first, the light sweet.
I didn't know I was dating Heavy from TF2.
At first, the light sweetness and the sourness of the strawberry came out, and it mixed together with the perfect amount of cream. The taste really rounds out. Then, if using texture as an accent, it tastes crispy. Blending different textures and a different type of sweetness together into balance with each other creates a refined, harmonious balance of elegance. Without exaggerating, I can say that before eating this cake, one has never truly lived. Things like this cake, other than birthdays and Christmas, they are not something eaten regularly. Of all the cakes that I've had, what?
Hey,
Forget it.
Skip that.
Forget it. Fix your Game Moe novel! While eating the cake, Kotori's heart seemed to exude happiness. This constant success, more than being encouraging, is somewhat irritating. The tactics used to abate Kotori's anger with a Hagendarch than this are entirely different.
He is also amazing. I think I'm in heaven.
While lost in thought, Kotori reached under the wheelchair and rummaged about. What she pulled out was Isuka's navigation log. Do you always carry that thing around with you?
It's an important thing to me.
The wheelchair was a regular wheelchair, so it was natural that it received rough handling. On rainy days, you have to quick push yourself with all your strength. Then you have to fight with the inertia of the hills. When you were on the beach, you had to deal with sand and grit, and then you would, of course, occasionally fall over. Thanks to a new frame knot coming in, the dent of the wheelchair couldn't be fixed. The journal that was there through it all was a little tattered. Kotori opened the journal like an old pro. She stopped on the page with the to-do list. She took her pen, and in the complete box under the entry, "Go to Cafe Flags," filled it with black.
Ta-da! One more to-do completed.
It was more difficult than expected to fill in that box. Kotori gazed at the page in satisfaction. But then her attention turned back towards the pastry. This time I saw, quickly. Nom nom.
This very well might be the peak of my life.
Huh? What did you say?
I'm going out with an amazingly wonderful guy, have wonderful and reliable friends, and soon my dream of flying will come true. This must be what they mean by bliss.
What do you mean by that?
The idea of having real satisfaction in one's life. I definitely couldn't ask for more right now.
Punctuating her point, Kotori stabbed a giant strawberry with her fork. Nom!
And this milflea is so much more delicious since you are here with me, Aoi. Definitely.
She made sounds of delight when she spoke. As usual, Kotori might have gotten a little carried away. My girlfriend, when feeling down or when feeling great, she is unique. Alright, you can finish it after one thing. Kotori asked, "What's that?" as she looked up at me. I pointed at the item at the top of the list. To cross a passageway of clouds. It's Iska's leftover item. Kotori squirmed and ate some milfoil and gazed down at the item.
We can reach the stream too.
A morning glory is supposed to appear by the end of the summer. We just have to wait a bit longer.
You always take everyone's feelings into consideration.
That's not that limiting. I was chosen as pilot because there was no one else suitable. When tomorrow comes, that might change. It was a little late, but it seemed like Kotori wanted to say something.
No way, I don't think so. From now, I'm gonna start practicing.
Last year, I got to fly something that looked it. What? When I think about it now, it was okay. This is the last stream on the PC version. I can't handle this anymore. When I think about it now, it was absurd. It was actually dangerous.
Wait, you don't want to try flying? Morning Glory is...
I want to fly. I really, really want to. Everything was so close last year. There's so many feelings that I cannot seem to forget.
Alright, that settles it. Aoi, you are going to be the pilot. There's no problem here.
Dora said calmly and gently as she took another bite of milfoil.
Wow, while we're talking about strange things, wasn't your heart pounding like mad?
Pounding. As Kotori said this, her face turned red like the strawberry. Thanks. You really think it's okay?
It's cool. You'll see.
Kotori insists.
Aoi, you always do things for other people, and that's okay. But this time, I want to help you.
Then let us not hesitate to devour this tastier feast. I got the check, and Kotori got the treats. Though there was only the pastries and tea between the two of us, the check was a pretty sizable amount. Regardless, the milfoil was delicious. As I said this, the taste of the milfoil seemed to flood into Kotori's mouth and caused her eyes to shine brightly.
It was so amazingly delicious. It's natural that this place would be popular. Later, I'll have to tell my sister Hibari about it.
As she spoke, her words came out wildly. She was completely overjoyed. Now what do you want to do? Should we get out of Windy and go somewhere a little more quiet? While glancing at the floor guide, Kotori answered, sure, but she was evidently deep in thought. If you made the roof out of glass, the sunlight would flood from the sky. While Kotori was concentrating, I took a peek up at the blue skies. Looking at this beautiful weather makes me want to go flying. Those clouds over there. A good thermal seems to be forming. Sometime, while I was thinking about the forming thermals, I saw that Katori was watching me. What's up?
Huh? Oh, nothing. I think you're kind of cool. That just now, as you were looking up at the sky, you were actually more than kind of cool.
I see. Thanks. Tomorrow's test. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Everyone has worked so hard for me and this project.
An enthusiastic Katori bobbed her head. So, have you picked the place you want to go? Oh, yeah! Katori exclaimed as she looked back at the floor guide.
Sorry.
Let's see. I'd like to check out the game center, but not yet. Something before that.
Katori, with some slight hesitation, muttered.
Typical. I think I'd like to try on that blue dress from before.
For a moment, Katori seemed embarrassed, looking away as she spoke. I quickly turned Katori's wheelchair around and pushed.
Whoa!
Really? I think it would look great on you.
Oh, calm down, Aoi. We don't have to rush.
Come on, let's go, Katori! Before Katori could change her mind, I rushed to the store. Oh, okay. I was like, how much longer is this gonna go?
Welcome home. You were on a date, right?
When we returned to Flying Fish Manor, we saw... Hey! Why did you come back? On club days off, you should hang out elsewhere.
It's okay, right? I can relax here. Why is that, Katori?
Asa grew impatient, drew close to Katori. I think that... okay.
Absolutely a blast. The movie was great. For lunch we had the most delicious ramen, and then...
それ何
And then, well...
Katori placed a treasured-looking bag on the table. Ageha's eyes saw the brand logo on the bag, and her expression said, "Oh my!"
I know that shop. I went to buy some clothes there. It's expensive, right? No, not really.
Ageha tilted her head with a puzzled expression.
It was a gift!
Katori's face beamed with a smile.
Oh man! Wow!
くんじゃなかったわ
See, here, check it out! Wow, a dress? It's a nice color. I'm sure you look great in it. That's what Aoi said too, so he bought it for me.
Well, the hearts. There's hearts everywhere. For some reason, both Ageha and Yoru looked at me. Right, I have to go clean the bathroom,
お
so...
風呂ならかなこさんが入ってるわよ
Damn it! Alright, I'll go clean the entranceway.
Hey, after the movie we went to Cafe Flags and had Millie Flea.
I left Katori excitedly telling our date and zipped out to the dining hall.
They're like, you simp.
Alright, we gotta call it. We gotta call it.
Yep.
We'll see who's calling Katori next time. Wait, I should probably...
On Dragon Ball Z! No.
Anyways, yes, this was a longer one. Actually, yeah, it was a longer one. It's like 2.5 hours. But it was adorable, and I have no regrets, and I hope that bedroom scene doesn't get, like, age-restricted or striked. But...
I only have regrets about us doing the Steam version and not Switch version.
I
All
mean,
the typos.
the Switch version had its own fair of typos. Excuse me.
But I mean, I didn't understand at least 4 of those panels.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to before what? This will be Thursday next time we do this, because you said
no, it should be Wednesday.
you said you wanted to watch shit on Wednesdays. On Wednesday, so.
Oh, I thought we would be able to stream after.
I'll see what my schedule's like.
Okay.
It should be fine, but yeah. So yeah, Wednesday.
If not, then Thursday.
Yes, Wednesday at the earliest, Thursday at the latest, unless something like comes up and we can't do it either. But yeah, before that, I should be able to get back to the point we were at, which really sucks because I really like the PC controls so much better, and you know,
I know.
there's less hitching on PC, but you know, I am curious how those scenes like how they play out on the Switch, so I'll have to take a look and see if there's less innuendos. But yes, for now we are going to call it. So thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it, and we will see you all on the next one. Take care, continue testing, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Bye bye.